next thing is we're going to, you can start here putting in cascading style sheets. You can start in here putting in JavaScript, no problem. But if you want to use jQuery, and you really need to go through the JavaScript lesson if you don't know what I'm talking about here. But jQuery is a collection of JavaScript commands that this person or people made up, and they store it in a library so that you can, when you're programming in JavaScript, you can type fewer words and you get the same result. But in order for it to work, you have to reference a file. So you have this file called jQuery.js, and you reference it using this tag here, script source, kind of like an image or an iframe, script source, and then you just reference it, and it's there. Now, if you're on the web, then you can just reference a link. But if you're doing stuff locally on your own computer, you want to have it locally. And so let me just show you what that file looks like, because I have it here, jQuery. So take a look, open. All right, so this is a lot of code, basically shortcuts, if you think about it like this, that enable you to use Java Query. All right, so all you really need to do is take this file and save it as jQuery.js on your local computer in the same folder where you're going to be doing all your development. And then when you come here, you can reference it, right? And you'll have this local file, and you can reference it, and then you can do JavaScript. Basically, you have access to a bunch of cheats, okay? If you think about it like this, it's a bunch of, it's just tags that you can use that make life easier. And I'm going to be sort of mixing between traditional JavaScript and jQuery with some of the game design. But I want you to understand that in order for it to work, you do need to have this tag on your local page, and you need to have this file, jQuery.js, saved on whatever folder you have. But I'm going to give you access to it, so all you have to do is open it up, copy it, save it as a .js file, all right? But that is going to make your life a lot easier. If you're just watching this, don't worry about it. But if you want to program, if you want to have this, sort of play around with some of this stuff, that's just a requirement. So what you need to do is have a folder on your computer, have a text editor that you can use, and as long as you can click something like Save As and change it to .html, you're fine. Now, if you don't have that, I know some people who use Macs have, sent me questions about what kind of text editor to use. If you don't have it, it's fine. Just go work in your sandbox, and you can reference this script source jQuery from within your sandbox. I have this file up on the website. It's no problem. It's just, you just have to then click submit and wait and what have you. I like to be able to do it instantly on the computer, even if I'm not connected online. All right. So that's what we want to do there. And then I think the first sort of lesson that we'll do today is just creating a game board where you can create a game board and sort of see where you are on it. And that will be what we do next. And then I'll show you the code. You can access the code, and then you can put it here on your own page, save it. And then remember, that's the whole concept of HTML, is that the browser interprets the code, right? It interprets this code and shows you the web page based on the code you put in.